People always ask me, how do I decide where to buy real estate? And these are top 5 things that I look at. First, landlord friendly states. I want to invest in states where the law is on my side, because the last thing you want is to have a squatter at your house for 6 months and you cannot legally take them out. Two, I look at population growth. I want to make sure that the cities that I'm buying in have people fluctuating towards them, which means lower vacancy rates, higher occupancy rates, and more appreciation over the long term. You can find this information on census.gov for free. Three, I only look at multifamily properties. This is my biggest recommendation for first-time investors. If you really are looking to scale and you want to have a bigger portfolio, starting with multifamily is going to help you to scale. It's going to give you better lending terms because they're treated as a business. Usually qualify for DSCR loans, which means that the property loan is based on the income that it can generate versus your income. So even if you're making 50, 60K a year, you could definitely get a duplex, triplex, quadplex, and so on if it makes the right amount of cash flow. The condition of the property. Now, this depends on what kind of investor you are. For me personally, I'm not into doing massive rehabs, so I look for properties that need cosmetic updates, nothing at the foundational level, and I always, always, always get an inspection before buying. You want to make sure that your house is not on a landslide and it's going to fall into a ditch in 3 months. Lastly, I always make sure that I'm buying below market value. I'll look at the properties around the neighborhood and see if I'm paying the fair market price or below. I always want to go below, so it gives me an opportunity to force equity into the property to increase its value and for it to appreciate. And of course I want it on sale. Why not? At the end of the day, every investor is going to operate a little bit differently, but these are the 5 things that I look at when I first decide when to invest in property.